Hi, everybody. Chris Stokes from Custom Fitness Personal Training Studio. We are like halfway through September already, believe it or not. And that means that we are almost on to fourth quarter of the year and almost to the end of the year and all these lovely things. And you probably already turned it off because I mentioned all that. Not to try to bring up something that is negative, but as I look at it in this time of year, what happens is all of these people, maybe you're one of them, who didn't quite reach their goals or work towards their goals as hard as they'd like to over the summer. September's kind of the point where things calm down enough that they're ready to jump back in. So, August we get kids back in school, and by September you're like, okay, I can focus on me just a little bit. But here's the problem. If you don't already have like a solution set up, if you haven't been to the right place before to work out, or found the right video, or found the right people to work out with, then from the outside looking in, it kind of all looks the same. And I got to thinking about this the other day because I actually have a couple friends that are twins. They're identical twins. And it made me think back to whenever we first met, and from the outside, I had no idea which one was which, honestly, and I've told them that before. They've got some beautiful little girls that they all look the same to me. I couldn't figure out who was who and who belonged to who and what was happening. So it just used to make me feel really bad. Like they'd come up to talk to me and I wouldn't know which one to remember a story about because I couldn't remember who was who. And over time, as I got to know them better, obviously I figured out that they're very different people and that, now from a distance you can tell the difference between them. But you've got to get to know what's actually happening on the inside, who this person is or what this program is. And I know that a lot of times with gyms, with studios, with trainers, all of it, it looks so the same from the outside, right? And whenever you picture what a trainer is doing, then you picture it the same. You walk into a gym, they're going to have weights. You walk into a training setup, somebody's coaching someone. Hopefully you're not thinking of people yelling at people. That always kind of leads to bad things. But as you're thinking about these scenarios and you're seeing that they all kind of seem the same, how do you make your choice? What is it that makes one place stand out from another? So I just thought that I'd kind of dial in on that for a second, because I know a lot of times when people are searching for fitness places to call home, they see ours and they think, well, that's great, but what makes you different? Well, whenever you're looking for a training team instead of just one trainer. So our studio actually functions as a team to take care of everyone together, rather than having just one trainer that if they leave town for a week, you don't have a training session that week. But if you're looking for a training team, you want to look for one that puts your needs first, focuses on your weaknesses and builds on your strengths to be able to customize a plan to where you are right now. Not who you used to be, not what you think you could do, but actually physically what you can do and starting you at that place. You want them to be able to create a path to success, not a path to failure. And too often we get into these workout routines that we get into these places and we think, well, I'll just choose one. We go there. And that path turns out to be the wrong one. Maybe they're pushing too hard. Maybe they're working you through an injury that they don't really know how to work through that. And you end up in more distress and discomfort than what you did beforehand. So as you're looking through these options, you want to make sure that you find the right place that's going to create that path to success and kind of help you to move forward. You want people who are focusing on foundations and core-centric exercises, things that are really going to build from the center out of your body so that you can actually get the right experience, but burn fat the right way, build muscle the right way. If you're doing things incorrectly, those processes don't work very well. So you want to make sure that you've got a training team who's taking care of you in those ways. You also want to make sure that whoever you're working with is analyzing and assessing your posture so that you can figure out where that comes into play with the injuries or discomforts that you're already having. A lot of times people come in with, say, a hip issue, and it may just be that they've been in this forward rounded position all the time so much that they've actually knocked the rest of their body out of whack. So if we start to straighten them up, it's amazing how we can change that. So really having a heavy emphasis on, again, foundations. Posture is one of your major foundations. You deal with that every day, all day. You want to make sure that you're working with someone who's doing regular assessments, even if that's you doing regular assessments. But as you're working towards a specific goal, assessments are ideal to be able to help push you forward towards that goal. Make sure to make minute changes according to those assessments so that you can keep moving forward, because if we just assess and we don't ever change the program, then the body gets used to it and starts to work backwards. So we want to move forward with that. So doing consistent and regular assessments is key. Continuous nutrition coaching. So a lot of people get into a program and they'll find that Maybe the diet of the month or the shake of the month or whatever is what they get started on, and then they just kind of stick with that forever. And then they get upset because they plateau. Well, our nutrition, just like our exercise, has to be modified to meet our current needs. And where you were at even 6 weeks ago may not be where you're at today. So we have to constantly dial that in and have consistent and continuous nutrition coaching so that you can continually adjust and adapt to where your body's at in time at this moment rather than where you were at 6 months ago. So there's a lot of things that go into play here, and those are all things that I mentioned today are all things that obviously our team does that you may or may not find other places. Now that's not to say that nobody else does that, but it's just a big emphasis on what we do. We focus on your specific needs and providing an entire team to help you achieve your goals. We make sure that everything is foundational, core centric, that the roots are, coming from all the foundations that you have, including your posture. And then we provide regular assessments and continuous coaching, whether that be physical or nutrition, mental coaching. There's a lot that goes on. So what do you do then? You've got so many choices and they all look the same from the outside. Well, the thing is that you've got to get to know them. You've got to figure it out. You've got to kind of try them out and see what happens. Most gyms will give you a week pass. We actually offer a 21-day guarantee where you can try us out in full, and if it's not the right fit, we give you your money back. We want to make sure that we have people who are dialed into what we're doing, they're excited about what we're doing, and that what we're doing is working for them. But that's where we always offer that free consultation where you can come in, sit down with us, and see if we're even the right fit just by talking to us about the programming that we offer. So those are kind of some things to look for as you're trying to find your new fitness home this fall and trying to figure out what to do and what you want to do. That might be a great thing to start with, just kind of digging a little deeper, finding out more, answering questions, and it's got to go beyond price. I know that price is a big factor, but you've got to look into what the program actually offers and what it is that you're needing out of the program. Because if you need a deeper help and all you're getting is on the surface help, it's not going to be enough to push you to your goals and help you to achieve success. So I hope that helps you out. Feel free to give us a call for your consultation, 806-322-3188. We'd love to help you out and sit down, just see if we're the right fit. Have a great day.